Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys, cause I break the chains. They try to hold me, I'ma push back, just wait and you'll see.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tiyon Evans has officially entered his name into the transfer portal. You can see the tweet there. He says, all love to Rocky Top. Strange situation there. A lot of weird circumstances. We'll get into it. We'll take a look at it. First and foremost, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. Hope you spent time with friends, time with family. Just once again, want to say I am thankful for this community that we have built right here on YouTube. Thank you for all the support. We appreciate it. But as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. Helps the channel and the analytics. Also, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click that bell for notifications so you don't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We will be live tomorrow immediately following the game. But let's go ahead and jump into the article here from 24/7 Sports, written by Patrick Brown. Tennessee running back Tiyon Evans enters NCAA transfer portal. Now, the article here says Tennessee running back Tiyon Evans entered the NCAA transfer portal on Friday morning. The number one ranked JUCO college transfer running back in the 2021 class. Evans is the leading rusher for the VAWLS this season, despite being limited to 7 games due to an ankle injury. After initially suffering the ankle injury against South Carolina last month, he retweaked the injury against Kentucky and hasn't played the last 2 games. Now, that's where this whole situation gets weird. As the article says there, Tiyon Evans leading the team in rushing yards despite limited gameplay. He has 81 carries, 525 yards, 6 touchdowns, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. That's almost 1.5 yards more per carry than Jabari Small. And kudos, credit to Jabari Small. That kid has been playing banged up all year long. That's what a volunteer, that's what a VFL is all about. But what is going on with Tiyon Evans? What are the circumstances around this? I guess it was about a week or so ago, somebody in the Talkin VAWLS Facebook group posted that Tiyon Evans would be sitting out the rest of the season in order to enter the NFL draft. According to certain sources, everybody's got an inside source or a connection. Everybody called him crazy, said, you don't know what you're talking about. But here we are just a few days later, and Tiyon Evans is in the transfer portal. But is this about grades? Is it about culture? Is it about a fit? We've said before on here, Tiyon Evans has a kid, and you have to look out for family. Is he looking to enter the transfer portal and move on to another school, or is he looking to enter the NFL draft? I don't think that he would enter the portal if he was looking to go that route of the NFL draft. But it's just interesting. If it's grades, how does that work out when you enter the transfer portal? There are rumors swirling around. And again, this is all rumors. This is not fact, but there are rumors out there that he just quit going to class. Well, if you're looking to transfer and you're looking to move on to another school, you're going to have to go to class. That's part of it. That's part of playing college football. That's part of being a college athlete. The article here goes on to say the 5'11", 220-pound Evans was not on the sideline for last week's win against South Alabama, and first-year head coach Josh Heupel said on Wednesday night that he was not expected to play in Saturday's regular season finale against Vanderbilt. Goes on to say he had 525 yards and 6 touchdowns on 81 carries, also had 4 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. I showed the tweet earlier. We'll go ahead and read through what Tiyon Evans had to say. He says, first of all, I want to thank the Lord above for blessing me with the ability to do what I love. Secondly, to the Ball Nation, I thank each and every one for the undying support that you give. that itself will last me forever. He goes on to say, I want to thank Coach Heupel and his staff for giving me a chance here at UT to be a Vol when he got the position. And throughout this journey, I've made some friendships that will last a lifetime. To all my brothers, love. After praying to God and giving myself time to think on what's best for me and my family, I've decided to enter the transfer portal and weigh my options. Now, here it goes on to say Evans, who is also a junior, could also opt to enter the NFL draft. You know, I think if he goes that route, if he decides to enter the NFL draft, he's going to have a lot of questions to answer, questions about being able to stay healthy. The SEC is a physical league. Guess what? So is the NFL. Is he going to be able to stay healthy? He's also going to have to answer questions about quitting on his team. Call it what you want. The game left to play. He's checked out. He's gone. What's your commitment going to be to our football program? Goes on to say here that Tiyon Evans joined Tennessee's program in January after playing 2 seasons at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas, where he rushed for 538 yards and 9 touchdowns, returned 16 kickoffs for 608 yards and 2 touchdowns as a freshman in 2019. It says after missing most of Tennessee's spring practices due to ankle injury, Evans emerged as one of the top playmakers for the Vols during the preseason. When he played this fall, he's been arguably the most dynamic player in Tennessee's backfield. I mean, I think that's clear cut. I mean, next to Hendon Hooker, I would say Tiyon Evans is definitely the most dynamic player. I mean, again, he averaged almost 1.5 yards per carry more than Jabari Small. Goes on here to give you a lot of numbers here. What he did against Bowling Green, missed the loss to Pitt. Talks about the South Carolina and the Missouri games. Again, where it gets interesting to me, it says here, after missing the loss to Ole Miss, Evans returned with 30 yards on 7 carries against Alabama. But then on his lone carry against Kentucky, he was tackled low, hurt the ankle again, hobbled back to the backfield, and ran the next play before going down, limping off, and not returning. Evans hasn't played the past 2 weeks against Georgia and South Alabama. So what's the story here? Was the ankle really banged up against Kentucky? Or did Tiyon Evans quit? Did he just check out? I don't know. It's very, very interesting. A lot of people say he just, the culture, he wasn't a culture fit. They say the same about Jawan Mitchell. Both of those are very interesting to me, that those are the rumors and the speculation, because both those guys have been hurt. So I don't know how that's necessarily a culture fit. So where does Tennessee go from here? What do they do with the running back position moving forward? Well, I think the way that Jalen Wright has really flashed is a good sign for the future, because I think you've got a solid back in Jabari Small. Jalen Wright has flashed. We saw the lone missing D. Beckwith. Everybody wants to know, where's D. Beckwith? We saw him get on the field last week. You got to think about D. He's young, man. He's young. You got to give him time to develop. He's going to have this whole offseason. We'll see what happens with D. Beckwith. But for me, you've got the lone commit in Dylan Sampson, 3-star running back. But I think Justin Williams, I think he is a lock to Tennessee. Made a video on him last week. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go back and check it out. Decommits from West Virginia, trending pretty heavily towards the Vols. So I think I would like to see him come in as a freshman. But again, Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, maybe Whitehead. Whitehead looks good at times. He flashes at times. Doesn't seem to have that breakaway speed. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think Justin Williams, I think we'll see that commit coming up within the next week or two. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Again, a lot of rumor and innuendo when it comes to why is Tiyon Evans checking out? Why is he transferring? But leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on that. As always, if you have not done so yet, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, you can check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. Just go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. I'll also drop that link in the description below. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Had Vols JP back on the show this week. One and done. Don't get too excited. But he did come back to help out while Dauber is out with COVID. Indy Kid is traveling. So I appreciate JP doing that. But again, it was one and done. So, but I'm sure you guys will see him in the future. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. Like I said, hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like me, poets sat in archade, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this inundated orb.
I'm alone in